Hello, SEA seniors. This screen recording is to give you some basic directions on how to complete the Florida Financial Aid application for 2018 and 2019. This is the application that you will use to complete for Bright Futures. Once you click on the link in the email that I sent you for Bright Futures application, it will take you to this screen. You will have some basic information about Bright Futures, application essentials, application checklist. You can click on those. Those are for your information to give you additional info. But once you are ready to begin, you will go ahead and click on proceed to application. Sometimes it takes a moment to load depending upon your browser. In the application, it's very important that you read through these basic instructions, and it talks to you about your Social Security number. Please make sure that you have your correct Social Security number. If you put in a false Social Security number, it may delay the processing of your application. This is the Social Security number that you gave me on your graduation information sheet at the beginning of the year, and it is the Social Security number that I will use in order to access your application to enter your grades, test scores, and community service hours. In Section A, this is basic demographic information. This is where you'll put your Social Security number, date of birth, first and last name. If you are of Hispanic or Latino descent, you'll mark that here. Continue through the application to enter all of your basic information, including mailing address, zip code, and email. Email is very, very important. Please make sure you enter an email address that you check regularly, and also it's an email address that you will continue to use throughout your years of college, because they will send important information. And you'll also want to make sure that you have added the Office of Student Financial Aid at the Florida Department of Education to your address book as an approved sender. That way nothing will get sent to spam or junk. You'll need to be a legal Florida resident and a U.S. citizen or eligible non-citizen in order to apply. Here in your background information, it's going to ask you if you will graduate from a Florida high school home education program or with a GED. That answer is yes. You're graduating from a private Florida institution, Zephner Christian Academy. You will also select as private as your school type. You do not need to answer these because you are not in a home education program. And also, if you answered yes to number 18, you need to go ahead and select your county from where you attended high school, and Zephner is located in Hillsborough County. Then you can go ahead and select Zephner Christian Academy from this list. You'll have to scroll all the way down to Zephner, and it will be there, Zephner Christian Academy. You'll type your graduation date here on number 22. That's 5/25/2018. And the academic year 2018-2019, you'll select the student classification of freshman, first time in college. And then you need to go ahead and select the institution that you plan on attending. Even if you haven't made your final decision, go ahead and pick the one that you're leaning towards right now. You can list other schools here for any other schools that you may be considering as well. Here you are going to enter your grade point averages. These are self-reports. I will enter your actual transcript into the system, but they require a self-reported GPA. Your unweighted high school GPA, when you met with me in your senior meeting, I may have given this to you. If you did not get that, you can email me and I will get you your unweighted GPA. And you'll also want to add your weighted GPA. Your weighted GPA is what is on your transcript that I gave you in your senior meeting up at the top. And your college GPA is, if you are taking dual enrollment, what your current college GPA is. If you haven't taken any dual enrollment, or you don't have a dual enrollment GPA at this point because you're still taking your first classes, you can leave it blank. Here you'll want to go ahead and list the tests that you have taken or are planning on taking right there. These are some special interest questions related to any Hispanic background, if you're related to a veteran that was deceased, disabled, or prisoner of war or missing in action. You'll need to list that information there. And then also question 32 refers to the Rosewood incident in the 1920s. If you have no idea what this means, you can go ahead and select no. Section D is releases that you'll need to authorize, and then any additional questions about crime convictions. If you have been found guilty of any crimes or felonies, you may be ineligible. Now down here, it's very important before you submit your application that you read this very important information. Once you submit your application, you will receive a saved results page, and that can give you your login credentials. So if you need to go back in and update your application, the login credentials are what you will use to log back in. If you have any questions as you're going out throughout this process, you can feel free to let me know. But please make sure to go ahead and click submit and print my application before leaving. You cannot save your progress in this application. It's a one-time only. So you must have all of your information ready to go before you submit this application. You can go back in and update at a later date, but you cannot save your progress if you are stopping the application in the middle. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me by email or stop by my office. I am happy to help. Have a great day.